Found your sweater in the back of the drawer. Still smells like rain in the summer before. It's been 3 years, but it's all the same. Your voice in the hallway calling my name. The world kept turning, but I stayed still, stuck in the space that you used to fill. I've tried to move on, but I always bend back to the words I never could send. So here's the letter I never wrote. Poured every word into this fragile note. I hope somehow it finds your hands across that sea I don't understand. I'm telling you now, though it's far too late. You were my always, my twist of fate. I should have told you that night in June, under the silver and swollen moon, that I was scared of the day you'd go. But I laughed instead, said I know. And then one morning the phone call came, the kind that leaves you never the same. I didn't get to hold you tight, didn't get to say goodbye that night. So here's the letter I never wrote. Poured every word into this fragile note. I hope somehow it finds your hands across that sea I don't understand. I'm telling you now, though it's far too late. You were my always, my twist of fate. The kitchen door, in case you walk in like before. They say grief is love with nowhere to go, but I send mine daily, I think you know. Through quiet prayers, through midnight skies, through the ache that never really dies. Here's the letter I never wrote. Every word caught in my throat. If love could cross that endless sea, you'd be here right next to me. So I'll keep writing, though you can't reply. And I'll love you still until I die.
You're still here, but you're miles away. Your eyes are open, but they've lost their state. We talk in echoes, thin and small, like strangers living behind the same wall. The clock ticks louder every night. I reach for you, but you're out of sight. Your voice is softer, your laugh is thin, like a candle breathing its last within. The photographs on the bedroom shelf feel more alive than you yourself. I try to hold your trembling hands, but they slip away like grains of sand. I make the tea the way you like, but you barely take a single bite. Your favorite songs just make you cry. So now the silence fills our sky. You're fading in slow motion, like a tide that leaves the ocean. I'm reaching out, but the waves pull back, and I'm left here with the things we lack. and cold, like a story ending before it's told. They say prepare like it's a plan, but how do you prepare for losing your hands? I still tell you all my little dreams, even though you're lost in other scenes. Your eyes drift off to some far shore, and I wonder if you'll come back anymore.
I keep your blanket on my knees, I watch you sleep, I barely breathe. Afraid to miss the sound you make, afraid the morning might not wake you. We count the days but never say how close we are to the last day. You smile at me so faint, so kind, but I can see the leaving in your
You're
mind.
fading in slow motion, like a ship that slips the ocean. I shout your name, but the wind's too strong, and the shore keeps pulling you along. Every day, you're a little less mine, and I can't stop time. I can't rewind. If I could trade my breath for yours, if I could open wider doors, I'd drag you back into the light. I'd hold you here with all my might. But the world don't bargain, the stars don't bend, and slow goodbyes still find their end. You're fading in slow motion, and I'm drowning in devotion. I hold your hand until it's still, and love you more than I ever will. Every day you were a little less mine, until the moment you crossed the line. You used to say my name like a prayer, soft as rain, like I was rare. But now your eyes look past my face, like I'm a stranger in my place.
The way you smile has changed, it's you. I see the distance growing through.
You laugh at things I cannot hear.
It's like I'm fading year by year.
I'm fading from your eyes, like the color leaves the skies, like a photograph left out too long. The edges curling, the color's gone. You're forgetting all we knew, and I can't stop the loss of you.
Our coffee's cold, the hour's still. The words we speak don't fill the will. I trace the lines of your gentle hand, but it feels like holding desert sand.
The memories fall, they slip, they slide, like we've retreating from the tide. And every remember meets a blank, see you in the corner, eyes distant and glazed. A stranger I once knew, now lost in a haze. The bottles in the shadows, they're stealing your light, and I'm holding on tightly through every long night. You used to laugh like the world was ours. Now silence sits heavy in empty bars. I reach for your hand, but it slips like the rain. A ghost in the room, wrapped tight in your pain. You're fading away, piece by piece, lost in a battle that never sees peace. I'm screaming inside, but you don't hear. Caught in the grip of your darkest fear. I love you still, though you drift apart, holding the pieces of a broken heart. The promise is made in the bright morning sun. Our shadows now know where to run. I beg for the man you used to be, but addiction's chains won't set you free. You're fading away, piece by piece, lost in a battle that never sees peace. I'm screaming inside, but you don't hear. Caught in the grip of your darkest fear. I love you still, though you drift apart, holding the pieces of a broken heart. If love could heal the deepest scars, I'd carry yours among the stars. But some fights we're not meant to win, and I'm left alone with the pain within. You're fading away, piece by piece, lost in a battle that never sees peace. I'm screaming inside, but you don't hear. Caught in the grip of your darkest fear. I love you still, though you drift apart, holding the pieces of a broken heart.
We wrote our story in the stars, every chapter marked with scars. Pages turning, ink runs dry, memories fade but never die. You taught me how to love and lose, gave me colors I could choose. But time slipped through our open hands, like castles made of drifting sands. I walk alone through haunted dreams, where laughter's just a distant gleam. The places where we used to be are echoes now inside of me. sad, the happy, sad. Though we fell apart and drifted away, I'm grateful for every yesterday. Faded pages, worn and torn, love that bloomed but couldn't be born. I carry you inside my heart, even though we're worlds apart. Faded pages, bittersweet, the love that made me incomplete. Sometimes I wonder where you are, underneath some distant star. Do you remember how we tried, or did you leave it all behind? I keep your voice in quiet songs, a melody where my soul belongs. Though we're strangers in the end, I'll love you still, my once best friend. Faded pages, worn and torn, love that bloomed but couldn't be born. I carry you inside my heart, even though we're worlds apart. Faded pages, bittersweet, the love that made me incomplete. Maybe someday we'll understand why love slipped right through our hands. But until then, I'll hold this space where you and I left our trace. Faded pages, worn and torn, love that bloomed but couldn't be born. I carry you inside my heart, even though we're worlds apart. Faded pages, bittersweet, way that made me incomplete. Faded pages, bittersweet, the love that made me incomplete.
The phone rang late, the quiet night, a sound that changed my whole life's light. I couldn't breathe, couldn't believe that you were gone, too soon to leave. Your laughter haunts the empty halls, your picture hanging on these walls. I reach for you, but you're not there, just memories floating in the air.
I walk alone through all we planned, still holding tight your fragile hand. The world moves on, but I stand still, trapped inside this endless chill.
No warning, no time to say goodbye, just silence. Where your voice should lie, I'm lost inside this hollow space, searching still for your face. falling tears.
Friends come close but drift away, not knowing what words could say. I wear my grief like a heavy cloak, in every word left unspoken.
Your name's a whisper on my lips, a ghost in every eclipse. How do I live with this broken heart when life and death tore us apart?
Empty room, echoes of you, shadows where light used to bloom.
The silence screams, the heart won't heal. The pain is raw, the hurt is real. I'm reaching out, but you're not near. Just an empty room and the falling tears.
Maybe one day the sun will shine and heal the wounds inside of mine.
But tonight I'm lost in this gloom,
Alone inside your empty
empty room, echoes of you, shadows where light used to bloom. The silence screams, the heart won't heal. The pain is raw, the hurt is real. I'm reaching out, but you're not near. Just an empty room and the falling tears. I chased a fire burning bright, a dream that lit my darkest night. But now the flames have turned to smoke, and all that's left are words unspoke. The path I walked, once full of gold, is cracked and broken, tired and cold. I reach for stars that slipped away and wake to find a cloudy day.
The promises I made to me lie shattered like an empty sea. The echoes of my hopeful song now whisper where I don't belong. I wear the weight of faded plans like ashes scattered through my hands. And though I try to rise again, the past holds tight with bitter chains.
Ashes of a dream, scattered and gone. A silent heart that sings a sad song. The fire once burned, now cold and still, lost in the void against my will. Ashes of a dream, fading away. Hope that vanished with the day. I see the faces in the crowd, their eyes are bright, their voices loud. But I'm alone in this hollow shell, a story no one dares to tell. I close my eyes and feel the sting of everything I lost in spring. The dream that carried me so high now crumbled like the midnight sky. Ashes of a dream, You sit across the room, your eyes are somewhere far. I'm reaching out to you, but I don't know where you are. Your hand still fits in mine, but it's colder than the rain. Your smile feels like a stranger's, and it cuts me just the same. We talk about the weather like that's all we have to say. We're running out of pieces, and I don't know how to stay. The pictures on the wall still show our younger days, but time has turned the colors into distant shades of gray. You're beside me but gone, like a shadow in the sun. I'm holding on so tight, but you're already on the run. Your body's here, your soul has flown, and I'm standing all alone. You're beside me but gone, and I don't know how to bring you home. I hear you breathing softly, but your dreams are not with me. They drift into an ocean where I'm not meant to be. We laugh at all the right times, but the joy is paper thin. It's like we're just pretending to remember where we've been. You're beside me but gone, like a shadow in the sun. I'm holding on so tight, but you're already on the run. Your body's here, your soul has flown, and I'm standing all alone. You're beside me but gone, and I don't know how to bring you home. I can scream your name into the night, but I don't think it'd make it right. I could hold you closer, beg you to stay, but your heart's already miles away. You're beside me but gone, like a shadow in the sun. I'm holding on so tight, but you're already on the run. Your body's here, your soul has flown, and I'm standing all alone. You're beside me but gone, and I can't find the way back home. I told myself to let it go, to heal the wounds I didn't show. You broke the trust I gave so free, but still I'm trying to set us free.
The words you said, they cut so deep, but in my heart I still can't sleep. I wanna forgive to make it right, but shadows linger in the night.
I walk the line between love and pain, trying to wash away the stain.
I close my eyes and say your peace will come from what we made.
But for now, I'm caught between the broken pieces yet unseen, broken and forgiven, torn apart, trying to heal a shattered heart. I wanna trust, I wanna mend, but the scars don't easily end. Broken and forgiven, still I fight to find the dark inside the light. I built my world around your name, believed in us in love and flame. Every secret, every fight, I thought we'd make it through the night. But shadows lurked behind your eyes, truth wrapped up in all your lies. You broke the vows we made in trust, left me shattered in the dust.
I gave you all I had to give. You took it all and chose to live a double life, a hidden game. And now I'm left to wear the shame.
The whispers crawl inside my head, the promises that you never said. How do I face a world so cold when the one I love betrayed my soul? Broken trust, a shattered glass, reflections of a love that couldn't last. You turned your back, you walked away, left me drowning in yesterday. How do I trust again when all I feel is the wound that never healed? I stare at pictures frozen in time, smiles that mask the cruelest crime. Your hands once warm, now cold and thin, touching ghosts of what might have been. I scream inside, but no one hears the flood of pain, the well of tears. I try to mend, but fall apart with every beat of a broken heart. Broken trust, a shattered glass, reflections of a love that couldn't last. You turned your back, you walked away, left me drowning in yesterday. How do I trust again when all I feel is the wound that never healed? Maybe one day I'll learn to breathe, to let go of the hurt beneath. But tonight I'm lost inside this pain, praying I'll find myself again. Broken trust, a shattered glass, pieces scattered on the broken path. You turned away, We ran through fields where time stood still, laughed beneath the old windmill, our secrets whispered in the trees, carried by the summer breeze.
But years have passed like falling rain, and nothing feels the same again. Your shadow fades into the past, a ghost of memories that couldn't last.
I find your name in faded notes, in letters penned but never wrote. The laughter echoes in my mind, a time we lost, too blind to find. I wonder where your footsteps lead, beyond the place we used to breathe. The bond we shared, so pure, so true. Now a song I sing to you, echoes of us in the quiet night, flickering stars that lost their light. I hold the past but can't hold you,
A friend I lost but always knew, echoes of us,
soft and slow, a silent love I'll never let go. Echoes of us.
I walk alone through streets we knew, tracing shadows where we grew. The world has changed, but I still see the child you were, the friend to me.
Though time has stolen you away, your laughter in my heart will stay. A bittersweet and gentle pain, a memory that will remain. Echoes of us in the quiet night, flickering stars that lost their light. I hold the past but can't hold you,
A friend I lost but always knew,
echoes of us, soft and slow, a silent love I'll never let go.
maybe someday we'll meet again,
Where time is kind and wounds will mend.
till then I keep your light inside, a friend forever by my side.
Echoes of us in the quiet night, flickering stars that lost their light.
I hold the past but can't hold you, a friend I lost but always knew, echoes of us, soft and slow,
A silent love I'll never let go. Echoes of us. The sunlight creeps through cracks in the blinds, but it doesn't warm this heart of mine. I reach across an empty bed where you feels cold and bare. Without your breath, without your care. The mornings used to start with you. Now everything's a shade of blue.
Coffee's brewing, but it tastes so weak. Without your smile, without your speak. The silence fills the space you left. A hollow ache I can't forget. I trace the outlines of our past, wishing moments could still last. But time won't pause, it moves along. And I'm still here, but you're gone.
Empty morning, empty bed, 1,000 words left unsaid. I wake alone to memories of love that slipped away with these. Empty morning, aching soul, trying to fill the missing hole. The world outside keeps spinning fast, but I'm trapped in shadows cast. Your scent still lingers on the air, a ghost that's everywhere. I close my eyes to see your face, but all I find is empty space. The dawn breaks through, but I'm confined to mornings where you're undefined. Empty morning, empty bed, 1,000 words left unsaid. I wake alone to memories of love that slipped away with these. Empty morning, aching soul, trying to fill the missing hole. Maybe one day the light will heal the wounds that time won't reveal. But till that dawn, I'll face the pain
Of waking up and missing you again.
Empty morning, empty bed, 1,000 words left unsaid. I wake alone to memories of love that slipped away with these. Empty morning, aching soul, trying to fill the missing hole.
The night was warm, but the wind turned cruel. Flames danced high like they knew the rules. You screamed my name through the crackling glow. I tried to reach you, but the smoke said no. The house we built came crashing down. Your laughter lost in that roaring sound. I swear I felt your fingers slip, like the world let go and forgot its grip. And now there's ashes in the air, and your voice is everywhere. In the quiet, in the rain, in the whisper of my name. But no matter how I stare, you're just ashes in the air. The moon still hides when I walk that street where your bare feet used to dance in heat. The embers fade, but they never die. Now there's ashes in the air, and your voice is everywhere. In the quiet, in the rain, in the whisper of my name. And I'll keep calling out to where you're just ashes in the
I'm still here where you left me, under the flicker of the midnight light. The station's cold and empty, but I'm holding on to that night. You said I'll be back before the winter. With that smile I thought I knew. I counted weeks, then months, then years, but every train just passes through. The station clock keeps turning, but time don't heal like they said. Shadows still returning in the corners of my head. Every whistle makes my heart race. Every step I hear I pray, but it's never you. It's never you. The benches rust, the paint peels slow, but your memory stays the same. I've memorized the way you'd go, the sound of you saying my name. People tell me I should move on, but how do you leave a place that still holds your heartbeat song and the ghost of your embrace? The station clock keeps turning, but time don't heal like they said. Your shadow still returning in the corners of my head. Every whistle makes my heart race. Every step I hear I pray, but it's never you. It's never you. The snow's been falling 15 years. Still I wade through every season's tears. Some love's a curse, some love's a chain, and mine's a platform in the rain. One day this clock will stop for me, and I'll be gone when the morning comes. But I'll leave my coat on this empty seat in case you finally choose to run home. The station clock keeps turning, but time don't heal like they said. Your shadow still returning in the corners of my head. Every whistle makes my heart race. Every step I hear I pray, but it's never you. No, it's never you. build a chair by the ocean side, where I watch the years and the rolling tide. Your promise hung in the salt-stained air. I'll be back for you, just wait right there. Every sunset paints the waves in gold, but they only leave me feeling cold. I've whispered prayers to the restless sea, hoping your ship remembers me. But the tide never brings you home. It only swallows what I've known. Every wave just pulls away, leaving me with one more day of staring out where the water roams. But the tide never brings you home. I've seen lovers meet and friends return, but my lantern still has oil to burn. I've aged like driftwood on the sand, still holding out my trembling hand. I've marked the days on the weathered wall. I've answered every seagull's call. I've chased the clouds with desperate eyes, but all I get are empty skies. But the tide never brings you home. It only swallows what I've known. Every wave just pulls away, leaving me with one more day of staring out where the water roams. But the tide never brings you home. Maybe your ship found brighter shores. Maybe the sea just kept you yours. Maybe the storm took what I love and sent your soul to stars above. But the tide never brings you home, just leaves me here to stand alone. The ocean hums a mournful song, and I've been singing all along that love can wait, but waves still roam, and the tide never brings you home. We carved our names in the old oak tree, down by the river where we used to be. We swore someday we'd see the world, two dreamers, a boy and a girl.
Summers were endless, winters were kind. We thought we'd never run out of time, but years have a way of pulling apart the hands that once held the same heart.
We said forever under those stars, believing the world could never be ours. But you found a new road, I stayed the same, and I'm the only one still calling your name. We said forever
forgot. I never did, though I wish I could stop.
I saw your face in a crowded street. You didn't notice, our eyes didn't meet. You laughed with friends, I turned away, afraid of what I might hear you say.
Do you remember the nights we dreamed of running away to chase the gleam? Or did you let it all fade to gray while I'm still stuck in yesterday?
We said forever under those stars, believing the world could never be ours. But you found a new road, I stayed the same, and I'm the only one still calling your name. We said forever,
But you forgot. I never did, though I wish I could stop.
I keep the letters you used to send, folded and frayed, beginning to bend. I read them at night when the silence is deep, and dream of the promises we couldn't keep.
Maybe to you it was just a phase, but I'm still walking those same old ways. And every star in the midnight air still whispers the vow that we left there.
We said forever, and I still do, even if forever's just me without you. You found a new road, I stayed behind, chasing a ghost I'll never find. We said forever, but you forgot. I never did, and I wish I could stop. We laughed like there was no tomorrow, shared secrets, joy, and borrowed sorrow. But time slipped through our open hands, like footprints fading in the sand. We promised we would never change, but life rearranged our stage. The distance grew with every day, until the words just slipped away.
I reach for you in quiet nights, but shadows fall where there was light. The memories burn both sweet and cold, of stories that we never told.
I wonder if you feel it too, the empty space I'm passing through. Or have you moved beyond this pain, leaving behind our silent rain? When we let go, what's left behind? Echoes of laughter, tangled in time. The smiles, the tears, the fragile thread of all the words we never said. When we let go, do you still know the heart that loved you even so?
I keep the photos worn and torn, of days before the ties were torn. The good, the bad, the in-between. A chapter closed but still unseen.
Sometimes I wish we'd find a way to bridge the night, to heal the gray. But some roads end where they began, and some friends fade like grains of sand. When we let go, what's left behind? Echoes of laughter, tangled in time. The smiles, the tears, the fragile thread of all the words we never said. When we let go, do you still know the heart that loved you even so?
Maybe someday the pain will fade, and only warmth will stay. But till that day, I hold you close in memories I chose. When we let go,
What's left behind? Echoes of laughter, tangled in time. The smiles, the tears, the fragile thread of all the words we never said. When we let go, do you still know the heart that loved you even so? I watch you smile from across the room, hiding secrets beneath the moon. Every laugh, every glance you throw feels like a story I'll never know. I keep my heart behind closed doors, afraid to say what I'm living for. You don't see the way I stare, or how much I wish you were there.
write your name in the quiet night, but never bring it into the light. My words are trapped beneath the skin, where fear and hope begin to spin. I dream of moments we'll never share, whispers lost in the heavy air. If I spoke, would you turn away, or would you hear what I couldn't say? These are the words I never said, echoes inside my head, silent love that's growing cold, stories left untold. I keep my distance, afraid to fall, but I'm breaking down behind these walls. You move on unaware of me, living the life I wish I'd see. Every step you take alone reminds me how far I've grown. I wish you knew the things I hide, the tears that fall and no one's inside. But silence is the only friend that stays with me until the end. These are the words I never said, Maybe one day I'll find the strength to cross the line, go any length. But tonight I'm just a ghost, haunted by what I love the most.
These are the words I never said, echoes inside my head, a silent love that's growing cold, stories left untold. I keep my distance, afraid to fall, but I'm breaking down behind these walls. You already had her. You said you needed time to think. Said you were standing on the brink. Told me you loved me but couldn't stay. And I stepped aside, gave you your way. 2 weeks later I see your smile, lighting up someone else's dial. Her hand in yours like it's always been. And I realize where you've been hiding your sin. I replay every touch we share, every time you swore you cared. But now I see the little lies, the nights you left with tired eyes. She's wearing that necklace I gave you. I guess you told her it was new. Every I love you that I heard, well, she's standing there for every word. You already had her in your heart. While I was thinking we'd never part, I was loving you for real. You were loving me on borrowed feel. I thought we were a masterpiece, but you were painted over me in peace. I wonder if she knows my name, or if I'm just a ghost in your frame. Does she know the way you lie, or does she think she's the prize you try? I gave you all the best of me, but you were gone, I just couldn't see. I stayed awake while you slept sound, next to her in another town. You already had her in your dreams, while I was drowning in your schemes. I was writing vows in ink, you were pouring hers another drink. I thought we were a sacred flame, but you were whispering another name. I hope she gives you what I gave, hope she learns the way you cave, hope she loves you more than I, and I hope she learns how fast you lie. Maybe she'll be the one you keep, or just another heart you leave in a heap. You already had her in your heart from the very start. stood by the tracks that autumn night, hands in your pockets under pale streetlight. You kissed my cheek, said don't be late, but even then I feared my fate. I left with a suitcase full of dreams. You waved goodbye through the window steam. The train pulled me into a different life, while you stayed here to survive the night.
We rode for a while, your letters came slow. Some weeks I'd wait and nothing would show. I told myself life gets in the way, but doubt grew stronger with every day. I came back home in the springtime rain, heart pounding hard just to see you again. But your window glowed with another face, and my name had vanished without a trace.
You said you'd wait through every storm, through empty nights when the bed felt warm. But time is cruel and hearts can stray. Promises fade like the light of day. I kept my word, but you let it break. You said you'd wait, for heaven's sake. I saw you once in the market square. You turned away like I wasn't there. Your hand was in theirs, fingers tight, while mine just trembled out of sight. I wanted to ask if you thought of me when the wind blows cold or by the sea, but I bit my tongue and just walked by, swallowing the words that would never fly. You said you'd wait through every storm, through empty nights when the bed felt warm. But someone else filled the space I saved. And love's not love if it can't be brave. I kept my word, but you let it break. You said you'd wait, for heaven's sake. I'm not angry, I'm just worn thin by the miles and years between where we've been. I know you're happy, I hope that's true, but I still keep the letters I wrote for you. You said you'd wait, but you moved on, like a verse erased from our favorite song. I came back home to an empty place with the echo of you I can't replace. I kept my word, but you let it break. You said